What's up, y'all? It's just Rhonda. Welcome to my channel, y'all. I have been here talking for 20 minutes and I hadn't even actually gone live. This is something new I'm trying. Hey, Elsid, girl. I've been over here just talking to myself because I didn't actually go live. Hey, Shayna. This is going to make my life a lot easier that you ladies are here to chat with me. I tell you what, though. I'll be all right. I'm not a technically savvy person. But now at least my snafus, my little mess ups, like they're not involved in this conversation. So I'm gonna keep it real quick because I was over here doing a lot of nonsense. What was I talking about? I was talking about the stuff that I see on my timeline because that's what I'm here for. Did y'all like the video? Like the video while I'm figuring my life out. Do y'all be spending a lot of time like yeah, you weren't meant to hear it. Do you spend, well, not a lot of time. I know I'm gonna speak for myself. When I'm having any type of downtime, I'm scrolling. I feel like I spend too much of my time really like messing with social media. You know what I'm saying? It's a big distraction, but we spend a lot of time talking about it. So I figure I could come over here and talk about some of the things that I've been looking at. I'm gonna start here. So this lady came over to the Housewives franchise this season, and there's been some talk about Miss Britt Eady and the things that she got going on. But how good does she look in this dress? I'm not a Britt Eady fan. She gets on my last nerve for real, for real. But she looks so good in this dress. If I were Kelly and my stylist went over there and gave her that. And make me look like Count Dracula underneath the loads of fabric. I mean, that's flawless. The makeup is flawless. The hair is flawless. She's killing it in that dress. I'm not mad at it, Britt Eady. But that's not what I came over here to talk about. This thing is driving me nuts already. Why is it easy when you're like by yourself? So I talked about this. This caught my eye. Antonio Brown goes off on Whoa Vicky after she shared a photo of them together. He's over here calling her all kinds of explicit things. It's not even really worth me reading. But I don't know why these people go so hard to misspell things. Thank you. 400. On to the next. It's a struggle. Elsie had been like, very much giving me the best advice. I appreciate that. I appreciate the love because y'all be looking out because I'm just over here a hot mess trying to figure it out. The surgery was money well spent. It was absolutely money well spent. It ain't my type of tea. I'm not going to get no elective surgery. What do they call it? Elective surgery? Oh, AB, have you paid support yet? I'm going back and forth. I'm not an elective surgery type of girl, but I feel like Britt is she looking good. So back to AB. There's something wrong with this man. I'm like, you have your arm wrapped around this young lady and you're asking her to take this post down. Like it looks like he's very comfortable within her arms. So her asking him to him asking her to take it down and all of that and all of this cussing and carrying on. And I said the last time I seen AB, he was running out of somebody's venue because he pow-powed inside at someone, went to his car and got the pow-pow and brought it back. So I don't know if he's on the run, posting from on the run, because this girl posted a picture with him. Something is very much wrong with him. Because we're not messy. It takes more time to grow up. But are we growing? What you mean? Who are you talking about? AB? I think it's something wrong with him. I don't know that growing is what he needs to have happen. I think They keep saying, when you're a football player and they give you that excuse, CT or whatever that is, that they can't even diagnose until you're gone. So it doesn't make sense to even say that. I feel like he's been a problem his whole life. So I don't know that football. Yes, the residue. I read it earlier, but it's a lot, and I'm like, I don't necessarily need to say it again. So it's big enough for you to see. Yes, the residue. What is he talking about? It's gross. But I feel like everything you hear about AB is, child support or violence towards women. So she should be, probably not. But I think there's something wrong with her too. That's what, I don't understand this girl in the internet. She's very popular. Probably makes tons of money on social media, but I'm not sure like how high the elevator goes to the top. And I don't think it's just residue from the magical trees. I don't like to call it devil's lettuce. I like to call them magical trees. Trees of knowledge, even. That's what I might call them. Don't be sensitive. I'm not always there. I'm not everybody's type of tea. Anyway, yeah. Black ignorance. Maybe we should get some t-shirts that say black ignorance, because there's a lot of black ignorance going on over here. Let me find it. Lord knows I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. I saw this. So this dude shows up to court with a Black Excellence t-shirt on.
4, 3, 2, 1, 6 months.
And where are they? Who are they with?
Their mothers.
How many mothers?
3.
All right, that is not Black Excellence. Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
4, 3, 2, 1, 6 months.
And where are they? Who are they with?
Their mothers.
How many mothers?
3.
All right, that is not Black Excellence. Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
Child. Sounds familiar. Oh my goodness. I just said it sounds familiar. We might need to send this young man a link to the Wave podcast and help him get some healing while he stands in front of the judge looking like he is not on his journey to heal. I'm saying this and it just popped in my mind that we always say, get therapy, but it's not easy to get therapy. I think it's costly probably if you're not having insurance. It's just not readily available to everyone. So maybe some of these 4, 3, 2, 1, 6 months. Yeah, it's a lot. Maybe some of these right, he could be a client. Because, in terms of fixing the community, it's going to take people like Naeem who have been through things and has at least, some interest in trying to uplift what's, there in the community. I feel like maybe that's a road to therapy that, we can probably use as a whole. We're going to have to figure out other things. We're going to have to figure out other things, but I have one more example of Black ignorance that I wanted to share with y'all. He's slanging that Black excellence around town. It ain't excellent. According to the judge, it is not. I don't know what he's slinging, but it ain't excellence. Kylie in the chat, can we explain this to me, please? Why this man thought it would be a good idea to go through Walmart with bug spray and spray the... So please explain to me why he thought he could spray all this stuff, walk away from it for 10 minutes, allowing people to shop inside the store. Um, he got a year. Yeah, I feel like he needs more than a year. He got a year in prison and 3 years probation. What the heck is this thing where this is supposed to be a joke? Like, I feel like as a content creator, you can do better. That is not funny. That is not a joke. That is wasteful, first of all. Walmart got that insurance money. Yeah, us. They gonna make us pay for it. It was $1,000 worth of food he just wasted, and they gonna make us pay for it. And they not gonna roll it back as far as they normally roll back. So, what are you doing with yourself, young man? Is this Black excellence? This is Black ignorance. So how do we fix this? Well, if it's left up to our administration, we won't be fixing it. So since I took 20 minutes to get my act together, I'm going to go ahead and drink some water and try this all again. The University of Alabama at Birmingham terminated a privately funded scholarship for Black medical students in response to threats from the Trump administration. They want to keep us ignorant. They want us to be out here doing stupid things like spraying the produce with bug spray so that we can be locked up. And then they can use us for whatever free labor it is that they're planning on. And we got a whole concentration camp down here called Alligator Alley. So I'm assuming that if you try to escape that thing, you're going to be in the Everglades trying to get past Wally Gator. Anyway, Alabama continues to face serious shortage of doctors. The University of Alabama at Birmingham, UAB, has ended a privately funded scholarship meant to support Black medical students following the pressure from the Trump administration. The Herschel Lee Hamilton MD Endowed Scholarship in Medicine, launched in 2013, was designed to help cover medical school tuition for Black students with financial need who maintained at least a 3.0 GPA. The scholarship was funded by a Hamilton family along with private donors, and the UAB was responsible for selecting recipients. On February 14th, the Trump administration issued a Dear Colleague letter stating that race-based criteria in scholarship decisions were a violation of federal law. 1 month later, the Department of Education revealed that it was investigating UAB and 6 other universities for offering what's called illegal race-based scholarships. By April 11th, UAB informed donors that the university would no longer award the scholarship and would return the funds. In the notice, the UAB explained that after reviewing federal guidance, it concluded the scholarship criteria couldn't be legally adjusted without changing its original purpose. Many, including Dr. Hamilton's family, expressed disappointment over the decision. They argued that the move undermines critical efforts to uplift Black students in medicine and erase the legacy of a man who dedicated his life to supporting his community. Well, I guess we're going to have to figure out how to circumvent some things. Like maybe the hands of the scholarships, who gets the scholarships, and maybe that should be taken out of the hands of the University of Alabama. Like take that off their plate and we could figure something else out. Yeah, Herschel Hamilton Endowment needs to manage it themselves. Well, hey Karen, if it was privately funded, what's the problem? The problem is the Trump administration doesn't want to see us achieve any of this Black excellence. They would prefer we do, time in the penitentiary. So, in this community, we already have a very lack of Black doctors. We were just talking about how, therapy is not something that's not readily available to everyone. So, they want to keep us out. So we going to have to figure out, pay tuition for people. I don't know. The school decides the awards, but if it's an outside, if I'm just paying my tuition and you don't have to know where the money came from, we have to go outside, outside the guidelines, I guess. That brings me to this guy here. Oklahoma City Thunder's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander agrees to a 4-year, $285 million extension, now the richest annual salary for a player in NBA history. So these $285 million men might need to get together and send some kids to school, medical school, as long as it's, paid. Yes, Trump is bothered because he is inadequate. So, imagine that, a Black doctor. And why are they going after the medical students? I mean, eventually, I guess they'll go after everything. But yeah, I mean, like I said, as a community, we like the $285 men, and, we're going to have to figure out a way to manage ourselves because, we can't be sending kids, to the pen, to the alligator alley, and wherever else they're going. I watch a lot of people getting taken away by ICE. The people are starting to look more like me. They're going after, everyone. Haitians, Jamaicans, everybody's, So, okay. I saw this. I don't know if it's real or not. Let me see. I might have to switch it up. I don't know if it's real or not. You know how on TikTok sometimes they have these fake stories. You see, I told my church sister when her daughter. Well, I mean, GoFundMe is a good way to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I had a friend who her daughter was going to some, it was a camp, but for A students, like a science camp or something like that. And she did get a GoFundMe. I think even as a family, when you're talking about graduations and birthdays and depending on your unit, but a lot of times if the family, like we all out here trying to get it. So when you have these ball players and, different people with large amounts of money, I mean, I definitely think GoFundMe is definitely an avenue. But when you're talking about college institutions not being able to accept scholarships based on because they're Black scholarships, then open the window, open the door just a little bit, and let some allies slide through. Now the scholarship is for everyone. And don't let Georgia or University of Georgia decide who gets it. If every athlete funded an endowment, exactly. And athletes, businessmen, you know what I mean? Even us on a lower level, if we, can get a legit situation for even locally, you know what I'm saying? Pick a kid from the high school on your local area to go to school. Like you said, a GoFundMe. Everybody can contribute because they trying to block the blessing or keep us stupid. So we're down to the courthouse talking about 5 months, 3 months, 2 months, 1 month. I got 12 babies and 16 baby mamas. Jeez. So, okay. So I saw this and, me and Elsid and you too, Karen, be over in the dating, the internet dating world on TV, not in real life. But I saw this and I was like, I don't know if it's a skit or not, but it was so funny. And I was like, is this how it is?
That's how you get flown out, ladies. First class flight. Okay.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Good,
to see
good.
You look good. Y'all, he's a lot shorter than what I remember on FaceTime, but it's okay. Got me out the city.
I'm like, are you filming this man the whole time? You never took your camera down? That's what makes me think it's a skit, but.
Glad you made it safe.
Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
I am super excited.
Exactly. I'm glad you made it safe. Everything is good.
Yes.
Awesome. So ready to go to the
Not he the same height
stop by
as
go
somebody.
to the house and get you settled in and stuff.
I'm ready. I am ready. I am super excited. So I was I was thinking
Mhm.
that maybe we can stop by South Park.
Stop by South Park for what?
I seen some red bottoms that I liked. So
Some red bottoms.
yeah. So I'm thinking we could probably stop by the mall first and
No, that's not. Stop by the mall for like you ready to go? You want to go shopping?
yeah.
That's not like what the plan was for you coming down. Like you flying down here to see me.
What do you mean that's not the plans? I mean, you said this was all inclusive, flights,
Yeah, like to bring you down
swipes.
to meet, not for. Whoa. No. That's not what this was about. This for you to come down here to meet me. We've been talking for a while online, so I said I'd fly you out. You know what I'm saying, to come down, but it wasn't supposed to be no swipes and all that type stuff. Like, what are you
How long
talking
does
about?
it take you to pull out of the parking thing at
I'm
the
confused
airport?
too.
And
I guess it
also,
could be
I forgot to
traffic.
tell you, by the way, that my homegirl is coming into town, so I thought she could also hang out with us for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cause this ain't making any sense. I'm gonna go ahead and drop you back off. So I'm gonna
What
go
are you
ahead and
doing?
I'm about to let you back out because you talking about you already starting to trip off wrong swipes and meeting your homegirl.
Let me out for what? Are you serious? Is he serious right now? Are you
Come on.
serious?
Yeah, you can get out. Let me help you unbuckle this
I
real
am
quick.
not getting. How am I?
Come on, because these people at the airport, they be like on it. Come on.
Yes, child, red
We can
bottom.
get you
You
another
know
ticket.
what? I should have booked my own flight. I
Yeah,
should have
you
made my
should.
own reservations. I cannot believe you're doing this right
Yeah,
now.
this don't even make any sense. So
So how am I supposed to get back home?
you figure that out.
Because
But
my flight isn't supposed to leave until
nah, you already got me messed
tomorrow.
up. You talking about red bottoms and meeting your homegirl? Nah,
Listen,
you have a
you knew what it was when I.
no. You know what it was. It's okay.
Oh my God, this is. I can't believe it right now.
So, yeah, so she got flued out, but things went left and he had to put her out. I was like, I haven't ever been flued out by somebody I don't know, somebody that I met online. I think that right there, I was like, so you just flew out to somewhere and let this guy like pick where you're going to stay and all of that? That's weird to me. Y'all been flued out. Y'all be getting flued out by strangers. Second thing is the expectation of the red bottoms of it all. Is she for real? He said, no, thank you. That's what I would have said. I feel like, though, the fact that like she was filming it the whole time made it feel a little like a skit. You need rules of engagement and expectations. I think for me, I would need a rent a car. You know what I'm saying? I need to be able to exit stage left just in case things go left. I don't know you. I've never met you. Um, you want to bring your friends out too? Like she was being a whole lot of extra. Remember? Okay, so remember on Ready to Love. How do I get rid of these people? Let me see. Remember on Ready to Love when what's her name? I think it was Dallas when one of the young ladies mentioned she like Hermes bags or something. Hermes bags. Chris. She told Chris she likes Hermes bags and yeah, he was like, "Get the hell out of here because I'm not buying this lady any bags. I don't know her like that." Well, I see Chris is doing something different nowadays. Let's see. Where they at? Chris and Tati. Y'all watch the Never Ever Mess. Chris and Tati, they're a thing, maybe. I don't know. I thought I had it. Now I gotta go searching for things. I don't know the rules of engagement necessarily for online dating. It's not really my thing. So, and then the people are crazy out here. I'll be a little scared to do it. Here they are. Krista Tati.
Yeah, so yeah, for sure.
Okay, so what was your first impression of me when you see me in the house?
So when I first saw you in the house, I ain't gonna lie. When I first
Oh, what happened? What had happened? Dang it. This is why El Cid got me over here doing lives. Okay, I'm back. Is there an echo? There it is. Let me see. I have no idea what's going on. There we go. Can y'all hear me? I have an echo. I don't know what's happening. I haven't lost the internet, the echo. I'm trying to get rid of it. Okay. Heck yeah. Holy moly. It was very annoying. Oh, it's still an echo, isn't it? I tell you what, I'm just gonna end this and start another one, and we will pick up where we left off. All right.